Y'all probably seen him alongside my son and stuff like that. There, he had his own podcast called the Oppressure Point, and also was on Rough Rider Radio and them Bronx Boys, man. What's up, O? I want to know, man. First of all, who is Oppressure, man?
Man, oppressors, oppressor, man. What can I say about myself? I'm a man, man. I'm a man's man. You get what I'm saying? As far as the entertainment world, I've been a podcaster. I've been an artist. A&R. I've been alongside, some of the individuals that people may know, like Vlad, my son. I've been in a lot of rooms in the industry. And I've interviewed a lot of substantial and important people in the industry. I've been around for like 14, 15 years, ever since I was released from prison. I got an opportunity to be in, amongst the elite in some rooms, and I studied the craft under a few people, and it led me to some interesting interviews, led me to some good features, few projects, and I was residing in New York, so I had easy access to a lot of resources among some good brothers. And here I am today, full of with a wealth full of knowledge.
I'm about to ask you a few questions about this Jadakiss and 38 Special thing, man. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you from Buffalo, you know the climate, you know how things go. How how did this thing even get to this?
I mean, it's a competitive sport, and for me, the way I see it, it's not only a competitive sport. It's a culture that's built from the street. So certain artists still uphold street principles, and they're not wrong for that. But artists have to learn that some artists don't uphold those principles. You get what I'm saying? They don't uphold street principles. They start conforming to the industry standards, to that "I got you" language. I'm gonna get you. Yo, call me.
Yeah,
You got my
yeah.
number, right? My number changed. Your number changed. Oh, let me get it. Give my number. And I think what it was with Spesh in this situation, he felt like he felt dishonored. Like he honored Kiss as one of his, you know, one of the legends in the game. You get what I'm saying? Somebody he probably looked up to. He came up under. You get what I'm saying? Look up. He was inspired by. I'm gonna say he came up under him, but he was inspired by Kiss. And when Kiss told him that he was gonna do something, I think Speck kind of internalized it. You get what I'm saying? And then him being a businessman, he said, you know what? I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make something of it. And people gonna know my name. If they don't know me now, they gonna know my name. So yeah, I think that's in the short form. I think that's what happened. Speck kind of internalized what Kiss did because he said he tried to offer him money. The man didn't want to take his money. Man said he was gonna do this, and then when he got wind that he had a better verse, that him and his son admitted that he had a better verse, they basically gave him an edge, and he took it and ran with it. I don't think he's wrong for it. People war how they want to war. All is fair in love and war, man. It's a war.
Hey, yo, oh, do you think that because of this right here, man, that actually upstate and the five boroughs is starting to divide and everybody is starting to choose sides at this point?
It's always been that way. It's now that they gave it. It's always been that way. It's always been territorial. New York dudes is territorial. Upstate dudes is territorial. I had somebody come on my page and tell me that, yo, they territorial up here too, but not more than y'all. Not more than y'all. And then if we want to take it back in history, just being being of from Africa, it's different tribes, different cultures, different
Yeah,
customs.
yeah,
You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? And everybody don't follow the same cultures and religions, and you know what I'm saying? and traditions. They don't. So I don't think people wrong for doing that, but it just causes a divide. If hip hop is about unity, it causes a divide. And as long as no violence is happening, it's cool. You pick your side. I'm biased. I'm from upstate. I lived in the
Hmm.
city for like 14, 15 years. I moved around with dudes from the Bronx. I moved around with dudes from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I got some cohorts, some good people from East Borough, but I'm from upstate. I'm from Western New York. I'm from Buffalo. So anybody that's from Rochester and Buffalo, like, I want to see you win. If you ain't no nigga that did no filthy foul shit, I want to see you win.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
ain't, you're an honorable person and you trying to get to something, I want to see you win.
I was listening to 38 Spesh I can't remember exactly what podcast it was, but every time they asked him a question, he was like, I know what I'm doing. Do you think that 38 Spesh actually sat back and planned all of this? Or,
Bro, the dude is a calculated thinker. I've been telling, dude's been hitting my phone and I've been telling him everything that he's doing, he done already thought about it. He's a calculated thinker, man. He's a mastermind. Dudes like be like, yo, he glazing him saying he's a mastermind. No, I'm telling you that this man, I spoke to this man for about 3 to 5 minutes backstage at one of Benny shows, Benny the Butcher shows. He had a showcase in New York in Times Square. And I was backstage and I seen Spesh pull up. I'm like, oh shit, that's Spesh. Boom. Saluted him, it was good. And I just started kicking it with him. You know me, I'm trying to do business. I'm trying to get an interview. I'm just trying to, I'm just building with him. And they played a song with him and Benny, and I was like, yo, go ahead. Once you go, he was like, nah, I ain't come here for that. It's like, go ahead, man, you should go. He was like, nah, homie, I ain't. I said, oh, you one of those. I said, you a calculator, like you only move, like you move on your own time.
mm,
I could tell by his mannerisms, and
mm,
like I'm able to assess people quick. Like I'm a counselor. That's what I do. You get what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn, this dude is a thinker. And now that I'm seeing all the things the way they playing out, in order for him to make a video like that, in order for him to say, you know what, I'm gonna say this about Jada, and I know this shit gonna stir the game up. There's already a climate going on with Griselda, with this young kid from the Bronx, Brazy Blanco, I think his name is. He started something with Griselda saying
mm,
they didn't start boom bap. I mean they didn't save New York. Doggy Diamonds really started that conversation, but then he picked it up and ran with it. And then I just think that the temperament of the industry was on some, upstate against New York, or trying to discredit dudes from upstate, and Spesh came through it at the time on Bad Fuel and said what he said. Some people think it's valid, some people don't think it is. But I know that he's a calculated thinker. That's you gotta be. This ain't no spontaneous shit. You get what I'm saying? You don't own a mansion and got artists, and he's I think he's well off. You get what I'm saying? From what I hear, by just being
mm,
a dumb dude, and he was about that life in the street. You know what I'm saying? He was getting to a bag at one point. So you see Jay Z's a
yeah.
billionaire. So the dudes that come from that element, like all they do is transferable skills.
Wow. Yeah. Transferable skills. Do you think that Jada will respond to that video that
In some
38
shape or
Special put
form.
out? Do you think?
He may not. I think Jada. I think Jada's going to let it die down. I'm almost willing to bet you that he probably got a call from Rock Nation, from Jay Z, and Jay Z said, "You know what? This can get out of hand. If Jada hasn't responded yet, Jada's watching and he's liking shit. He's liking dudes that's doing the same thing we doing right now. But I don't think he's so
Yeah.
inclined to respond. And if he do respond, It's because his emotions got the best of him. Because Bleak was talking to him. He said, yo, he respects you. If he didn't respect you, he got to come at you because of who you are. The way Bleak was talking, he was sitting there thinking, and I could tell that he was feeling what Bleak was saying. And I was like, Jada a thinker. But also to be a rapper, you got to have an ego. And me listening to J. Cole interview with Cam made me understand a rapper's ego even more. How he was put in
Mm-hmm.
position to either respond to Kendrick or go at Drake or just jump out of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, they humans, like they the most
I got it.
talented
You
individuals.
just, yeah. Hey, yo, oh, check this out, bro. So listen, on that verse that 38 Special had with Kiss and Benny the Butcher,
Mm-hmm.
um, Jadakiss' son said that 38 Special walked him. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much his verse was the best on that shit. Like, how
Yeah,
do
he
you
said
think
that.
that made Jada feel? How do you think that made Jada feel that his
But
own
Jada
flesh and
admitted it
blood?
too. Jada admitted it
Oh,
too.
Jada admitted it too.
Yeah, he did. It
Hmm.
wasn't supposed to get back to Spesh, but he admitted it too. Both of them admitted it. And then his son, what's crazy? I don't know how I feel about that if my son went against me. Like, you got your own. You know what it is? Sons like that. This is what I feel, right? And I'm kind of going outside the point that we're trying to make. But I want people to
Yeah.
understand that when you have sons, you got sons. I watched the interview. I'm gonna give it to you like this. I watched the interview with Mello and Gilbert Arenas. Both of their sons is nasty.
Hmm.
They get right. But they said Gilbert
Yeah.
Arenas was like, yo, I'm opening the door for you, telling you to go that way, and you want to go this way and go that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, they basically saying their sons want to listen to outside influences, like, because they want to be their own men. They know that their father did it
Yeah.
already, but they want to be their own man. That's respected, right? So I think in the case where
Hmm.
Jaquan goes so hard in trying to establish himself, his own identity as being his own man, right? And part of that is saying, like, you know what? My dad is one of the nicest niggas in the world, but you know what? He got outed on that verse. Like, he got left on that. He got left on that song. He wants to establish his own identity and have his own opinion. You know what I'm saying about shit. So
So
I can
he
see them probably debating
so he
about it.
was speaking his heart. He was speaking his heart when he, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying? That
sir.
was,
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah, that's
100%.
but then he said that he said the fool's mate was trash.
Was ass. He said it was ass. He said it was ass.
Oh, not my bad.
He said it was ass,
Ass.
bro.
Okay, well, damn, son.
And Spesh
That.
and Spesh was like, okay, all my other shit can be ass, right? But you already
Yeah.
said it makes you a hypocrite because